Jonah, I think, is a very powerful story, and it's something that kids should be shown, teenagers, and people of all walks of life. It's one of those texts that we need, grown up with. It's helped us. Jonah didn't want to go to Nineveh because God was going to destroy Nineveh if the people didn't repent. And God told Jonah to go warn these people. And Jonah feared that the people would repent and God wouldn't kill them. Because Jonah was what you could say maybe a racist or just a hate-filled man. One who only wanted to see the Jews be blessed by God, and he wanted to see his enemies driven before him and die. That's not God's plan. So he tries to escape. God disturbs the water. Great sea monster eats him, spits him back up on land in Nineveh where he's supposed to be. So because when he was in the belly of the fish or the beast or the whale or whatever it was, he started praying. God said, okay, so he spit him out on land, and he started preaching. And he was doing too good of a job, so he started trying to grumble and say all these harsh things, and the people even it even connected with him more. They put on sackcloth. They stopped all celebration. They went in mourning for their sins, and they repented of their sins. So he ran away from the city up on a hill so he could see God destroy it. He said, looks on the city. He said, "But you see, I told you. If I would have went there, then you weren't going to blow these people up. Kind of whining at God that he should kill these people, murder destroy a whole city of people." And then he's sitting by this, I don't know, makeshift booth that he had or whatever, and this vine grows up, and it's a beautiful vine, and then it dies. And then Jonah's sad. Why should I live? Because this thing died. God says, you care. Basically, God says to him, you care more about a vine than a whole city of people. I mean, Jonah is a total selfish ass. Prophet of God, just shown to be just one guy not getting it. He's the prophet of God, but he doesn't get it. The people of Nineveh had cleaner hearts than he did. And I think people totally misunderstand Jonah and don't want to see the truth of the story and don't want to see that that is the truth of the story. That it's really just showing you what type of person Noah is and not to be like that. And many people, oh, Jonah, the great and wise prophet, and they try to work off the silences in the text. Oh, but then he was afraid, he was a great wise man. No, he comes off as a jerk in the text. And that's the point. I think when people try to sanitize it, just like the Christmas scene where it's in a 19th century farmhouse type of thing, and not actually in a cave where Jesus was born. But Jonah, very great story. Almost reminds me of the Greek stories. There could be something about that with Joppa and fishing, and since Philistines were a fishing people, I don't know. You could say there's a blended crossover culture since they were Greek sea people. But regardless of all that, Jonah, very short book. I think reading it does gain wisdom because you do have to reflect on the text. It forces you to. It just doesn't give you a moral, leaves you hanging, kind of like the book of Job. When people actually think God gives an answer. God gives no answer. That's the answer. There is no answer for the evil in the world. And it's a great answer. At least that's the conclusion that I came to. Peace to all you out there.